What is up, guys? Hobo Drobo back with some more Kingdom Rush battles. Quick video today with a player who ended up cooking me in the top 150. I was looking forward to this match as well because it's on a map that's pretty fun to play. I had a dragon and a thunderbird sent my way right off the first 2 rounds, so there wasn't much I could do. My deck struggles with air units on this map, and I think if I had something like musketeers instead of royal archers, it would have gone down better. I didn't execute perfectly either. I think if I had some better stalls, especially towards the end, I probably could have come up with a dub. Stalling is also difficult on this map. I think it has 2 strong lanes compared to most maps where there seems to be 1 strong lane and 1 weak lane, which can make it really difficult to determine where I want to use my spell cycle, and often I have to end up splitting them up between the 2 lanes, which isn't ideal. It's nice that there's 2 choke points at the beginning of this map, but that ending choke point is really brutal sometimes. Still, shout out to my opponent here, they executed well and it was still a fun match. Today is actually the release date of Pokemon Legends ZA, so I'm going to be playing that instead of rushing a lot today. I pre-ordered on the Switch 1 and I actually got a random plush with my pre-order which determined my starter. I didn't have to choose the random one, but I thought it was cool considering I like all the starters. And I ended up with Totodile, so I'm excited to get that going. I haven't seen a lot of gameplay from it, and I want to go in mostly blind, but I have seen a lot of the reveals of the Mega Evolutions that are coming out with this new game. Mega Vectorbill and Mega Frostless are on my list to be on the starting roster. Snorunt is one of my favorite Pokemon, and Mega Vectorbill is just so goofy, I love it so much. Going back to Kingdom Rush here though, I've seen another strategy used that actually a lot of bots have been using, where it's Arcane plus Dwarf. Arcane being good even against magic resistant troops makes it really viable right now. You can use any hero with that strategy, and I've seen it do significantly more damage than what my deck does, however I don't think it has as much stalling power overall. I can beat most bots that use it, but I think it would be better utilized in a player's hands. Unfortunately, both the Dwarf and the Arcane are only level 6 for me right now, but I want to try and get them leveled up so that I can compare them. If you have those towers leveled up, it's definitely worth a shot. Let me know if you guys would have done anything differently with this strategy on this map. It was really difficult because I wasn't able to get my mages upgraded for that main strategy of teleporting troops from my side to the other side, and I was forced to place the archer towers down, as well as the barbarians, so that they could do damage to the thunderbirds and the dragons coming through. I've definitely noticed that the higher I've climbed, the stronger the bots become. I think almost reaching level 12 and 13 tower levels, but I know the max tower level is 15, which is pretty crazy. I know that bots can be pretty annoying sometimes and it's just not as fun to play against, but considering Kingdom Rush has always been a single player game, I don't mind it too much. I almost just look at it as being a roguelike Kingdom Rush game. But I could see this game blowing up and becoming more popular. They just need either a big content creator to get onto it, or they need to add those social features as soon as possible. I would like to get some tier list content up as soon as possible, but it is difficult considering a lot of my towers aren't up to where my standards of my normal deck are, because I do have basically all level 8 cards and a couple level 9 cards. Overall, for the rest of my stuff, it's around level 7, level 6, and the problem for most of it is that I just don't have enough gold to upgrade all of it. I think battle chests should also be a lot more generous once you get to Stadium, considering you only get 1 per 12 hours, and for most people that's going to be 1 a day. They should be looking to add events though, similar to Clash Royale, where if you can grind out a specific amount of crowns in like a 3 or 4 day event, you get a nice bonus from it. That could be nice as well. I tried using Vesper a little bit, and he definitely wasn't as good as the dragons were, or even Hacksaw and Nalora, but it was fun to use him because it did bring a new challenge, especially when I'm facing those really over-leveled bots, and I'm barely keeping on with a level 7 Vesper. It does feel kind of rewarding to then beat those bots with a severely under-leveled deck. I do have every tower, but I am missing Ashbite and Escalt, but it's safe to say since they're legendary dragons, they're probably right up there with Barasad. I mean, you can see here my opponent's using Escalt, and just being able to freeze my dragon and my troops is so annoying, and it was probably one of the reasons why I wasn't able to stall as normally as I can. I'm pretty sure I saw the #1 person on the US leaderboards get taken down. Maybe they were account farming or something, but I thought that was interesting as well. Probably not a bot. If you want to climb the leaderboards, it's really just a time battle, I feel like. Once you get a solid strategy and you can get most of your cards to level 7 or 8, you can easily climb up to that top leaderboards on at least top US. I think it would be hard for me to make a spell tier list right now, especially just because these 3 spells are so good right now that I almost just don't recommend using anything else. I also don't think you need to have them high level to begin with either, which makes them a viable starting option once you just unlock Lightning. You'll see here though that this is the round where I end up losing. There's just too much coming my way and I don't have my Archmages upgraded, which I basically need in order for this strategy to work. I'd like to have a rematch against this guy to see if I could win against him on a different map. Unfortunately, I only played him once though compared to Cleric in my last video. But shout out to them because this was a fun battle. I could easily swap Musketeers into this deck and it would probably work better for these kind of maps. I often find myself not really needing Royal Archers either on most maps, unless there's a situation like here where I'm facing a Thunderbird and a Dragon, or just a lot of magic resistance in general. But it's also a rare situation, so I don't know if I can come up with a deck that can handle every single situation yet. Hope you guys enjoyed though. I'm going to go back to playing Legends ZA today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.